Now, approaching to Ricardo Diaz's place, right in the fanciest part of the Vice City. And that's a big fancy house, Starfish Island, Vice City, home of the rich and sleazy of the Vice City. So as to say, all of them are either criminals or crooks. So let's just start to work for Mr. Diaz.
Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Stupid horse! I'll chop your head off! Who is this dickhead?
Tommy Versetti. You remember me.
Excuse me, I'm a little anxious. Never trust a goddamn horse! You do a good job. You work for me now.
I work for money.
As I said, amigo, you work for me now.
I work
Shut up! Some Judas has betrayed me. He thinks I don't know how much money I should be making. But stealing 3% is as good as stealing 100%. No one does this to me. No one. You follow him from his apartment, and you see where he goes. Later, we will kill him.
This asshole thinks he can mess with me? If this is the best Vice City has to offer, this is gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's true. That he is because interestingly, when you look at how the structure of this game is built, this game does not, in a sense, end you with Tommy becoming the criminal head honcho of the Vice City. No, it's more like a halfway point. The rest of the game is more like you building the criminal empire with all kinds of personal loyalties being established at the same time of Mr. Versetti, and then there has been any kind of story about how his criminal empire fared up, except that, well, about 6 to 7 years later, Ken Rosenberg is still alive, and same would apply with Kent Paul as well. So yeah, but of Tommy himself, there's no mention about how things go to him. So, but to say, he's one of the most successful Grand Theft Auto protagonists. Yeah, but here's the guy living, so. Not home.
Oh, shit!
Oh, damn. Yep, chase mission instead of not. He's shooting with me. And there's a hidden package right there, difficult to find location. I will say more like in just a bit of oblique angle.
Too slow, Granddad. You better keep on running, asshole.
This Granddad is a violent sociopathic criminal, eager and completely able to killing you with pointlessly elaborate and violent method. Normally I would be listening to some great music from this game, but no, I don't. And of course you could try to get close to him, but there's no point because he's spraying those bullets around. So I'm just gonna hang back and let him spray his bullets elsewhere. And of course you don't even want to kill him up yet, because hey, Ricardo Diaz, despite being short and loud, you could say bullish character, he's not completely stupid. He wants him to lead him to his body so he can then go storm in and kill them all, or get them all killed, because hey, that's thinking ahead, and Ricardo Diaz could not have gotten this far without thinking ahead. Although betraying Vance brothers, Victor and Lance, yeah, it's a plot spoiler, Lance Vance was one of the brothers, Lance is one of the Vance brothers who were also the biggest criminal crooks of the... Well, you could say that there was two heads in Vice City criminal hierarchy, Diaz and Vance brothers. Vance brothers were the local crooks and Diaz were the, you could say, the connection to the larger criminals outside, or larger criminal organizations outside Vice City. And now, well, Diaz made a move. Yeah, well, that's just a bit of... Well, that's just a bit of, you could say, background to this game. Generally, you could say that, yeah, Ricardo Diaz is the short, loud asshole, and you have to finish him off, or else things go to shit to you. And interestingly enough, in the latter part, yeah, I'm also spoiling that. Yeah, you will get crossed. You and Diaz's interests will get crossed, and there will be conflict, and you have to kill him. Oh yeah, that's his place. Well, now I know where he is. So it's time to head back to Diaz's place to see what he has to say about this. And I'm gonna also start cutting off all the excessive travels, mostly because, hey, it's just driving around the city and not getting much done elsewhere. Except I'm gonna show one extra thing that you can do in this game. There are stores in this place, like a... Well, I don't know what kind of mess this was meant to be. Most likely just a regular store. And you can rob them. Just wave your gun around, and you rob the store. That's also a real nice little detail that they added to this game. You can become a just old-fashioned armed robber. Rob some convenience stores, because hey, that's what the criminals do in their spare time. You strive to create a huge criminal empire and all that kind of things, and at your spare time that you have from that hardcore criminal activities, you rob a store. Just to remember what you did. And instead of instantly removing your wanted stars, you have to flash them, so you can't just get back right into your old criminal activities after going pay and spray. You have to avoid them for a while just to get them. And if you have gotten a really high criminal number, that's gonna be a bit of... It may be a hard part. Mostly because any infraction you might do when the wanted stars are flashing lead to you wanted level researching right back up. And I didn't cut this returning part, mostly because hey, I showed the robbing the store mechanic, which of course you have to rob every store in this game to actually get the 100%, and some of them are a bit obscure. As in you have to rob an active store, not just that kind of store which is there for a setting. But let's just do more job for Ricardo Diaz. Phnom Penh 86.
What kind of incompetent fool are you? Fool! 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 Tommy!
What, Ricardo?
These idiots, they're always trying to screw you. That's the problem with this business. What do you think you're doing?
He has anger management problem.
These pricks have failed me miserably. Soon any mom and pop will think they could sell Gallo in Vice City. What next, huh? The stinking mafia? That gang place is a fortress at ground level. So Quentin here. Quentin! They'll fly you over the area. Eradicate them! What do you think you're doing?
What are you doing here?
Hey, I've been asking around. It's obvious that Diaz jumped the deal and iced my brother.
And he'll kill you too.
I can take Diaz.
No, listen to me. I'll handle Diaz. He's beginning to trust me.
Oh, yep.
One thing puzzling me. What's with Quentin?
I don't know. I always kind of liked it. Quentin Vance. Vance? You hate Lance Vance? Hey, I got enough of that at school. Lance Vance, poor bastard. Where the hell are we headed anyway?
Prawn Island.
You ever fire one of those from a whirly?
No, I'll get a bit of practice on the way though.
Yeah. You have a machine gun.
Okay, we're almost there. We'll make a couple of passes. Now take out as many guns as you can.
Actually, you have to take
Then I'll put you down, and you're on
if
your
you
way.
don't take out past those gang dudes with here, your helicopter doesn't last. But luckily, it's got a you have an infinite supply of bullets and magazines, so there's no problem of you not being able to shoot. So it's better to, in a sense, anticipate how the helicopter is about to turn and then or move and aim that way, because that's the way you're gonna.
We're taking hits here, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I was wrong about the magazine part. But those guys don't seem to be particularly smart, intelligent. Yeah, gunmen go down. Being shot with big guns.
Take them out.
Yep, they're shooting them dead. Oh, there's one more. Yep, they make a nice jump when you shoot them dead. Which is quite fun. But I could still say that the general level of difficulty in this game is not excessively high. It's actually quite modest.
From here. Good luck, brother.
Yeah, that was this kind of rail shooting phase. Nothing bad with them when they are well done and work well with the theming of the game, which is, well, it's got the airplane style aim system. So maybe I changed it in the options, but. Yeah, idiots just stand around. Any more? Oh yes, there was one dude. And if I remember right, there is a hidden package over here. It was just in a convenient place to pick up right now, so it wasn't so such a big deal to to worry about. Well, now I got the drug package. And Vance is coming back. And took me along to the ride. So that's handy. No need to do any excessive return trip.
Don't tell anyone about this.
Storm warning over. All bridges to mainland open. Although you can see that the Vice City is actually.
Tommy, it's me, Colonel Cortez. Look, senor, I believe you are a man who can get things done. So please help me. You can find me at the boat, huh?
Oh. Well. So let's just steal. God damn, that maniac almost ran me over. Well, there's a new. So let's just steal this car and see what the radio says.
We interrupt your programming to inform you all bridges in the Vice City metropolitan area have been reopened. Hurricane Hermione has not hit the city. Sorry for any inconvenience. We thank you for your patience. Now, back to the show.
So it looks like there's no more. All the Vice City has now been opened, which is happens actually quite really early phase in the game's story, which I do like. Yeah, when you make a big game with all the wide areas, you want to put the player free to it as early as possible. Or we'll say as early, not necessarily early as possible, but early.
Not so pleased with yourselves now, huh?
Whoa, watch where you're waving that thing.
No more pigeon shit on my car, eh, Tommy?
Guess not.
You're damn right. Now listen, you know who owns the fastest boat on the East Coast?
Not offhand, no.
Me! And I want it to stay that way. Every smuggler from here to Caracas has one dream, a faster boat. Rumor has it the boatyard had just completed such a vessel for some Costa Rican dickhead. And Tommy, I want that boat. Ah, I thought I got you! Where'd you come from? Pinhead!
I think your pigeons are back.
Yeah, he has volatile personality, shooting pigeons with a shotgun. Well, yeah, maybe no more pigeon shit on his car, but how about buckshot holes? Or any other mess here, or feathers and pieces of bird. Yeah, he doesn't seem to think his actions fall further enough, but hey, it's a principle. You see pigeons, you shoot them with a, well, you see pigeons, you shoot them with a bloody big gun. Oh damn, I forgot, it's the boatyard, I have to get to the boatyard. Yeah, that should show that, yeah, my memory of this game's nuances and missions is a bit of on the rusty side. Well, it doesn't matter. Give me the fancy sports car. I'm stealing it. Yeah, Infernus sports car, real fast. And they even added these loading spaces. Yep, certain areas of this game are actually located that once you go to certain area of the game, there's a loading break. Because it was made in PlayStation 2 era, which did not have any hard drive. But there's interlapping with the areas, meaning that the Starfish Island, you never, in a sense, load if you go to Starfish Island. And that's actually, in a sense, quite nice little. Well, that's the way I would have done to put them some interlapping. Oh shit! I'm being shot at. Almost died. Things bad. Look, that would have been bad. Being shot and dying. But there's some immediate first aid in the form of armor and a health package right next to this boat, so there was no really need for pick it back or far. And if you stay in a car when it explodes, you will die. Simple as that. Yeah, I want some ammunition for. Yeah, Mac also has quite big fast rate of fire.
Say you're sorry, pal.
Yep, drop the boat from the whatever crane, whatever is holding it. Get into the boat by jumping and take it and drive it. And water is usually very open, so there's not much problems. Although police have boats as well. Yeah, Vice City Police Department not really intimidated by you. Mostly because I delivered the fast boat this quickly already. Yeah, and for some reason I want my guns to have equal appropriate amount of ammunition, which means to say they're dividable by 30, where it has to be multiple of 30 of bullets, like 210. Or a bit of nitpickery, maybe liking things neat, perhaps because of my Asperger's syndrome, which I've already said that I do have. Supply and demand.
Jack, plastic crap! You doing this to me? Who do you think you are, you piece of plastic shit? Oh! Oh! Bro, you! It is my favorite El Burro movie. It died. What else can I do?
It's probably not plugged in.
What? Damn. No matter. I can buy 100 more.
Well,
Now, Tommy.
I think El Burro means porn.
A freelancer sails into Vice City in Morris's yacht. He sells his cargo to the first boat. I want you to take the speedboat and beat all the other shitheads to it. Then you bring the cargo here. Okay?
He's short and he's got volatile personality. That you could call it Napoleon complex, but Napoleon wasn't short. Even on the you might say at the current heights of people, he would be of the shorter end of average height, and then he was of average height.
Let me guess. You thought I could use a guardian angel?
I'm just saying, you need to let me in there, my man. Now, you can feed me all this lonely tough guy crap, but I know one day I'm gonna save your ass, and you're probably gonna want to kiss me. Wacko.
Now, if I remember right,
We got some competition.
I can't remember what was the actor's name. Was it something like Philip Michael Thomas or something?
busted our deal.
Well, but we actually Miami Vice of that second role, not that one which was not as opposite to Don Johnson. So yeah, they got big names of the 80s also to do this role. And sun glares my eyes. Yeah, just lost some damage. I do remember. Maybe there could have been a better way to just go different route, but hey, this seems to have worked. Maybe I could have just circled around the.
Coming from all over. Got it. Head for Diaz as fast as you can. Eat it.
Yeah, now more rail shooting faces. Yeah, they dropped like sack of bricks. But the boat took quite a lot of damage.
There are gunmen on that jetty.
Yeah, they got unpleasant. And there's a boat. We are about to catch it. And the boat.
More trouble up ahead. You want some of this?
Yeah, shooting. Come on. Oh shit, I died. Well, now you see what happens when you fail the mission. I think it's time to also end the episode. I'll be seeing you next time. See ya. Now I'm gonna finish. Instead of just ending up the mission, I'm just gonna, well, you have to retry the mission if you fail it, if you die doing it. So that was shown as a slight bonus. That's, you could say, it's not particularly too horrifying punishment, but it was annoying that it happened right at the end.
Good shooting, my friend. You're a real, proper, grade A lunatic.
Well, thank you.
See you around, Tommy.
Okay, Mr. Lance Vance Dance.
Now with this, it's gonna actually time to end this episode completely.
Yo, Tommy, it's Lance.
Yeah?
Oh, nice to hear from you, Lance. Come on, man, be cool, be cool.
I'm in the middle of something. What do you want?
Nothing. Just to say, look, Tommy, we can do this thing, you and me, no problem. You know what I mean?
We're going to have to do it, because otherwise we're going to be dead, Lance. We're in too far now. But thanks for the call. Speak to you later.
Oh yeah.